vlog because it's Briar626 here, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile of the Aquos Goreene deck that was used in the recent Bakugan Pro Brawl video that I did. Link to that is actually going to be up here in the top right. Click that card there, and it'll take you to that video. You guys can see it, and it faced up against my, Arliss Ultra deck / Shield deck. It was facing up against that. It had a really good brawl, so go watch that video and see how this deck actually was working out. And then come back and look at this video or watch this video and then see how the battle is, whatever you guys want to do. But it's really cool. Definitely check it out there. Now, this deck is really cool. So let's go ahead and, let's get started into it. Alright, so of course we gotta start off with the Bakugan. And the Bakugan, of course, we're using is, of course, Aquos Goreene Ultra. He has a magic shield and a normal shield, 301, and when you play an Aquas card, plus 200 B power. So if you play a bunch of Aquas cards, it's going to get up there pretty high, I have to say. It'll get up there. Another card we're going to be using is, of course, the Aquos Goreene. It has a magic shield, a fire fist, 100 B power and 5 damage, and if you land on the magic shield or a fire fist, plus 600. So you want him to land on that magic shield to make sure he gets it at 1350, 100 B power. Really good. And then we have the Trox, Arliss Trox Core. Has the shield and the green fist, 305, and when you play an action card onto this gets 100 B power and 2 damage bonus onto it. So it's just like Goreene, but it does damage as well, because this deck is lacking a little bit of damage. So this is a really good card to help get that damage out, and also basically be another Goreene. So which is really good. Now the cores we're using, of course, are pretty good, in my opinion anyway. We have the green fist of 150 plus 2. We have a red fist of plus 6 damage, especially for the Might Mac decks. If you're going against rapid fire or anything like that, that's a really good core to use. Then we have our first shields of plus 300. Our other shield is another plus 300, so we got 2 of those. And then we have 2 magic shields, which are the 650 cores. So those are really good cores. Pretty much the highest for each one. The red one being the fire fist being the damage one, the highest damage one. And then, of course, you have the B power one. But yeah, these are really good cores with the good Bakugan, and landing them really good. So let's go ahead and get into our cards and see what we can do. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the Arliss cards, because it is one of the lower count of the cards in the deck, because most of it's all Aquas, especially for Goreene. So for our Arliss ones, though, we have the Evo of Hyper Trox here. For 2 energies, it becomes 600 B power and 6 damage. He gets Shadow Strikes, which is really good, especially when you're trying to get not be reduced by anything. And when you play an action card onto this, it gets plus 300 and plus 4. So where the normal Trox only got 102, this gets 304, so which is a whole lot better. And you also get Shadow Strike, so your opponent can't reduce the damage or the B power of this, which is really good. So love this Bakugan, really good one. So getting the Evo out is really good. So that is the Evo. And then of course we have the 3 flips, which is the Fierce Charge. We're using 3 of those for 3 energy, stop a non-Arliss Bakugan. This is the main flip of the deck that you'll be using. So which is really good. I like it. It stops most of basically most Bakugan, unless they're Arliss. But you don't really see a whole lot of Arliss right now, that I've noticed, unless if you're like running against Arliss Hydroid Ultra. That would be the only Bakugan I would see, but everything else is pretty much not. So this is a really good viable stop card. So those are the Arliss ones. So let's go ahead and get into the Aquas card. Alright, so we already checked out those Arliss cards, so we're going to go over our Aquas cards now. And our first card is going to be 3 Greater Water Boost. For 0 energies plus 100, it's a great card to get your flow going off, playing cards, and you also get 100 off of that with the Trox, or even with the Goreene, you get an extra 100 on that, or 200 from its effect there. So you can get really high up there just playing that, which is really nice. Get 300 at least, which is really good. Then you have 3 Deep Dive. Draw a card for 1 energy, and then if you want, you may re-roll your Bakugan. Really good, and especially goes off so far that we know the effect when you re-roll targets Trox, so that you can use its effect to gain its B power and bonus. I know there's some people talking about the Brawl video that we did that, and it doesn't target. Yes, it does. It doesn't state in the rules that it doesn't either. So we haven't got any confirmation. But if you definitely would find the confirmation, get Justin Gary to answer this question. If the reroll does target Trox, then let me know. Because I definitely want to see this, and I definitely know playing the cards correctly as well. Then we have 3 Dark Waters to help get a 200 V power and reroll as well. Basically, same thing as Deep Dive, just get 200 instead of drawing. Then we're running 3 Flooding Waters for 1 energy plus 200 V power for each Aquos Bakugan on your team. You're running 2 Aquas, so you're getting 400 bonus, which is really good in my opinion. I mean, you could run another Aquas, but I think Trox is a better person in, or better Bakugan in the deck, in my opinion. And then you still get like the bonuses off both of those as well. Then we run 1 Tides. This is actually not supposed to be in the deck. It's actually supposed to be Liquid Darts, which is, you'll see later on. I only have 2 Liquid Darts, so this is kind of the replacement for it, so make sure you get that extra 400, I guess. So, and it still's viable, so you know, hey, it is what it is though. Then we have 3 Blinding Ink. Now this is a 2 cost, negate an action card that costs 3 or less, so it's really good to negate your opponent's cards, so that you can actually play more and make sure that you have the highest V power, or even like negate the Might Max, so you make sure you are winning, things like that. Really good. Then we have the 2 Liquid Arts. Now this is a 3 cost card, but it has 400 V power, but if you have an Arliss on your team, it becomes a 1 cost. So which is really good, and we have Arliss Trox, so that you're actually able to play this for 1. Like I said, Tides is supposed to be the 3rd Liquid Arts. I just don't have a 3rd Liquid Arts, so there you go. Then we have 3 Wave Slash, for 3 energies, 300 V power. Flow, if you play another card this turn, then you get a plus 1000 V power onto that. So which is really good, especially with the Deep Dive thing going into Wave Slash, or even better with this card here, which is 3 Hurricane Winds. 3 energies. Then you have 300 V power, and if you play an action card this turn, then you can play a 4 cost card or less for free. An action card less, that's 4 or less. So pretty much everything here you can play for free with the Hurricane Winds. And it's really good to go in Hurricane Winds into Hurricane Winds into Hurricane Winds into a Wave Slash, and that's 4 cards, and you can get the bonus off the Trox or the Goreene with that, and you get some massive damage, especially with Trox. You get some massive damage onto that. Really good combo there. So those are all the action cards. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the Aquas flipped cards here. Alright, so we have the next couple cards here. We have Hidden Treasure. We're running 2 of those. I do have the, what is it, the multi-language one. That's the only one I had, so we'll be using it. But we have the Hidden Treasure for 1 cost. Stop an Arliss Bakugan, and if you do draw 2 cards. Like I said, you're not going to see a lot of Arliss Bakugan out right now besides the Trox and the Hydronoid Ultra. Those are the only 2 Arliss that you're probably going to see a lot of. Unless maybe the new Nilius Ultra comes in, that's really good. I think it's the Nilius Ultra. The Arliss Nilius Ultra that lets you get bonus off your Baku Gears. That could be really good to get stopped at as well. Kind of depends on how good that Bakugan becomes. But yeah, so that would be some good stops there. And of course we have our heroes here. We run 2 Strata. For 2 energies, all players draw an additional card each turn. So if you play 2 of those, each player draws an additional 2 cards. So instead of drawing like at least 1 card per turn, you can draw 2 cards per turn, and it helps reduce your opponent's life down pretty low. Even though they get a draw card, it's still a little better to make sure they get their life down, and you can win with B power anyway. So you're pretty much already set for that. Then we run 3 Shun Kazumi. For 3 energies, when you open a Bakugan, you may draw a card, so it helps get you to draw those cards that you need to make sure that you can either get your Trox Evo out, or even some extra B-Power cards that help you reroll, or help you get more B-Power, things like that. Really good. And then a card that I think is really good, it's very underrated, not a lot of people use it, but I've come to really like it, and that is 3 Everent Ray. Now 3 Everent Ray is very interesting. For Everent Ray, it's actually a 6 cost card, very expensive for what it does. But this cost becomes 2 less energies less to play for each card you've played this turn. So if you play 3 cards this turn, it becomes free. So it's actually really good. And then you get a 200 bonus constantly on all your Bakugan. So if you can pretty much play 3 cards and then play 3 Everent Ray, bam, there you go. You've got some major B power. You have 600 B power going on. Even if you can't play all 3, playing an extra 2 to get that extra 200. And then Goreene gets it, not Trox because it's not an action, but Goreene gets it because it's an Aquas card, so he gets an extra 200 off of that. So it's pretty good. So you can get some really high B power with this deck. So let's go ahead, show you the full deck list, and wrap this thing up. Alrighty, so that is the Aquos Goreene deck here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to click that like button down below. And if you're new, make sure to click that subscribe button so you guys become a cousin in our family. And make sure you click that bell icon so you guys get notified of videos just like this one here, because we'll be doing some more deck profiles here coming up next week. So you guys can just keep an eye out for those, because those are some really cool decks. They're empowered and rapid fire decks, so stay tuned for those, because I know those are really very big popular, or at least people want to build them. So I got 2 deck profiles for each, one for each one. So you guys stay tuned for that. Also, if you guys have any like ideas for this deck or any other cards, or if you built something similar to this that you want to share, let us know down in the comments down below so you guys can share it out. So there's really cool decks and even some really cool ideas, and I want to hear your ideas as well. So yeah, so remember, Ohana means family, and family is no one gets left behind or forgotten, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!